NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down throw for Brissett. And right away he lost the football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On third down, Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again. Danny Shelton. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Geis, his first carry of the game. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Green 39. Green 39.
They get it to him running left. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw is Brissett. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And, oh, he took that thing one-handed. What a grab. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, this is Geis. And they'll get him down right about the 20. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Geis, they'll try to run it. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They get it to him running left. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Darius Geis with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. He was looking for... Jamison Crowder there. 3rd down here. He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Z. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the defense loses him. It's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And now running right through it. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Gilbert. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Dumps it off for Geis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Darius Geis with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
3 down. Now let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. They'll set up a throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Lutz good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down, trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. Green.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They start on the ground with Geis. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ready. Green 39.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Green 90. Green 90.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Coming after you. Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Z. Ace.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He gives it to Brown, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll hand it down to Geis, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And now it's third down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Everyone's got four down.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Lutz now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 101 yards. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have
positive.
to leave the booth.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On the handoff, it's Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Four down, check, 4 down.
Geis with a carry on second down, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. on the ground. It's Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Darius Geis, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Naeem Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back. Back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again? Symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. This is brought in at the 21. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Hines on the toss play. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now it's the backup Cousins. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Hines. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
4 down, 4 down. Blocks 59.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hines. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run again with Hines. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts.